My name is Caleb Papertape. I am an artist and an author, a creative trying to make it in a space that is highly competitive and I believe oversaturated. If you're like I am, then presenting yourself online feels somewhat daunting and it feels unnatural. I'm not afraid of doing it. It's just not something that I've ever wanted to do. There's something about it, an element that just feels like an illusion. It's disingenuous. It feels like a facade. I'm presenting myself in a way that seems interesting while simultaneously trying to sell you something. And furthermore, it doesn't just feel like extra work, it is extra work. It's an obligation, I think, for those of you who are trying to make it in this field who need an audience. You can't make money at this unless you find those people who are going to like that artwork that you made, who are going to love that story that you've written. And the last thing you want to do, I think, is putting yourself out there in front of a camera. I'm the same way. I feel like I have to do it though, and I think you do too. Unless you're backed by some big entity, um, you need an audience. And this is something that I've done for a while. I've just never had to do it for myself. Self-promotion is not something I like to do. Tooting your own horn, I try and avoid that at all costs. I want my art to speak for itself. I want my artwork to be in the spotlight so I don't have to be. I want you guys to read my book so I don't have to tell you about my book. But how do you do that? The only way to do it is to be visible online, unfortunately. The good news, I think, for us artists is that in many cases, our art can do that for us. I think that we can hide behind it. I think that you can limit the amount of time that you're in front of a camera and be there just enough so that people can learn who you are. And I do think that's important. The last thing I want to say here is that you are not alone, that many of us are in the same boat. We are looking to survive and hopefully to thrive. We are trying to connect with people who are going to love that next piece of art that you've created, who are going to love reading that story that you've written, to fall in love with those characters that you've written. I think we're all looking for that next great story. And I know I am. And I feel like there's a lot more than just one to be written. And that's what I would say. If I were to give one message throughout all of this, I guess it would be don't give up. And that would be the message of my life, to be honest. I can't tell you how many failures I've had, and many of those failures have led to success, but they wouldn't have been that way if I didn't go through the failure first. For all of you that have made it this far into the video, I appreciate you. And I was hoping that you would allow me to plug my book one more time. That is Blood Red Star. I've written a series. Right now it's 3 books and it's growing. I've written the 4th one already and it's under beta review. It follows 4 main characters. There is one crisis and each one of them believes they hold the truth, and that truth won't be revealed until sometime in the future. I've illustrated each one of these books, and if you love fantasy, I think you'll love these books. I love these books. It's been living in my head for so long, and I've been very excited to get it out. There is a mixture of dark fantasy, just regular high fantasy, D&D nerd stuff, which I am 100%, and there will be some romance in there, and there's a mixture of Marvel. It's not just classic fantasy. There's a little bit of something new. There's something that I've learned through all the years of just watching movies, and that's a lot of years. So thank you for sticking around, and I'll see you on the next video.